Muslims across the globe are expected to celebrate Eid tomorrow. It comes after weeks of fasting, and the day is normally marked with big family gatherings and a feast of delectable goodies for the eyes as well as the tummy. Let's find out how people will be celebrating Eid this year as it is taking place under lockdown. I'm joined now via Skype from Cape Town by a popular author and a TV host and cook, Fatima Saido. You'll know her from her self-published book, The Journey of Cape Malay Cooking with Fatima Saido, and of course her channels on both YouTube and Facebook. Fatima, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, I'm sure I'm taking you away from big preparations ahead of Eid tomorrow. What is Eid going to be like for you and your family this year under lockdown?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I think we all have this lump in our throat. It's extremely emotional because we're going to find a big shift happening where we normally are all together because we're a big family, and we are in a new normal. So it's very hard to describe seeing each other on this day, cousins, your brother, your sisters, nephews and nieces and neighbors. It's going to all be so different. And even as I'm talking to you now, it's very difficult to talk about it because I was thinking about it. And normally every year I write about the build up towards Eid. And this year I couldn't write anything because I didn't know what to write because everything is different.
And now everything being different, what are you planning? Normally there are big feasts. Families get together. They eat at each other's houses. They send what we all know as barakat to other houses to work the following day, where everybody gets a gift of food and leftovers from the celebration. Are you cooking smaller quantities this year? And of course, a big part of it also being giving to those who are less fortunate as well.
What I've done is 2 weeks ago, I started my Eid menu and making my Eid menu because this year was different. And I decided to video recipes like your leg of lamb, which is the pot, and your trifle, and I posted it. So I've had all the food already 2 weeks ago. So tomorrow it's going to be different because I'm on my own. I won't be with my family. So I'm making a smaller amount. But what's going to happen is we are going to wish each other, but from a distance. We're going to go outside between 8 and 8:30. And it's been a collective decision to safely wish each other, but from a distance, maybe shout there over the vibrate. Salam, Mariam, Slamat, Slamat, Donna Barang. Try our best to make it as memorable as possible, especially for the young ones, for the kids, and just have, honor the day because it's such an auspicious day and such a special day. It's so family orientated. And to be separated like this, it's extremely sad. But we have to be strong. I encourage everyone to be strong during this time and make it the best Eid possible under the circumstances.
Now, very quickly, before I let you go, we're looking at one of your videos that I think has spiked in hits these last few weeks of you showing people how to make the traditional kusista. We're looking at those videos right now. Have you been encouraged by how during lockdown people have gone back to their roots from a food perspective and have gone to sites like yours to find out how they can make a kusista just like their mommy or their auntie or their grandmother did all those years?
I am extremely encouraged by it. I'm actually inspired because the whole idea about my Facebook page and YouTube was initially 7 years ago to bring this to fore where people come together around the table and start making these dishes. Now that almost like we are kind of under lockdown, it's almost like, okay, let's do this. And the feedback has been amazing. People are realizing, wow, I can do this. It's actually not that difficult. It's therapeutic. It's comfort food. And it does make you feel better.
Fatima Saido, it's been such a pleasure to speak to you. And now I want a kusista because it is Sunday morning. And what is a Sunday morning without a fresh kusista? Fatima Saido joining us live there from her kitchen as she prepares for a very different Eid, as will many Muslims across South Africa, but calling on people to do so safely and to remember the health of their loved ones are the most important at this time of year. You can find her on YouTube, a very popular and beautiful channel there if you want to try and make your own kusistas or biryani or a boat, as she spoke about today. You can find her on all of those channels. That's where we leave.